Hello, callers, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Memphis Depay, as it has been reported that the out-of-favor Barca attacker will take a decision on his future after the World Cup. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then to conclude, talking about Raphinha, as it has been reported that the Barcelona attacker is confused by Xavi's decisions despite promises during summer negotiations. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, before we get right into the stories, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. If you're just coming across the channel for the very first time, you're highly welcome. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. Having come close to leaving Barcelona in the summer transfer window, Memphis Depay could soon be packing his bags in the January window. The 28-year-old Dutchman, who has fallen out of favor at Spotify Camp Nou, will take a decision on his future once the FIFA World Cup 2022 is out of the way, according to Mundo Deportivo. Depay signed for Barcelona on a Bosman deal in 2021 and finished his debut season as the top goal scorer with 12 strikes to his name. However, his game time had taken significant hit in the second half of last season. Things have gotten only worse for Memphis Depay this term, following the summer arrivals of Robert Lewandowski and Raphinha, coupled with Ansu Fati's return from injury. Depay had made just 3 appearances in the 2022-23 in all competitions before picking up a thigh injury in late September. He has since not featured for the Blaugrana, and the club are contemplating offloading him in the winter. There is hope that a good run in the World Cup with the Netherlands, for whom he will be the main striker in the competition in Qatar, will help Barca get rid of him by attracting suitors. Juventus, who came so close to signing Memphis Depay in the summer, are said to have rekindled their interest in him. Their Italian rivals, AS Roma, are also said to be potential suitor, with the forward camp offering him to the Galatasaray. For now, though, Memphis Depay is yet to take a decision on his future and will do so only after the World Cup. The option of an exit is very much on the table right now, and it will be interesting to see if the Dutchman decides to take that route. Memphis Depay has gone through a lot, since joining Barca last year. Of course, this season has been a terrible one, especially with his injury that have forced him out of action. Even when he was fit, rarely did he got the minutes to play because Lewandowski has been always the top choice for Xavi. So there have always been rumors about Memphis Depay's future, always. Yesterday we did speak about how AS Roma, he has offered his services to Roma, and now we're talking about the player, deciding his future after the World Cup is out of the way. So it is highly expected that Memphis Depay is having his last season. His contract normally expires at the end of the season, so he will leave as a free agent if he leaves at the end of the season. But if he goes in January, he will still have value. So if Barca wants to sell, Barca will be expecting something in return. So it is very likely Memphis Depay even leave in the January window. Juventus have rekindled their interest according to the latest reports. So let's see how it's going to look like after the World Cup, what Memphis Depay will decide, if actually he stays to finish his contract till the summer, or, will he be frustrated for the fact that, he will not be having the game time that he wants and maybe leave in the January window. It remains to be seen what happens. But as this report states, it's only after the FIFA World Cup that Memphis will take a firm decision about his future. Then on to the final story of discussion. After a bright start to life at Barca, Raphinha has seen his form decline over the past few weeks. Signed from Leeds United after an intense battle with Chelsea in the summer, the Brazilian has brought in to add more venom to the attacking units. The 25-year-old impressed heavily in the pre-season and made a good start to the campaign a few months ago. However, his form has hit the doldrums of late, so much so that Xavi Hernandez has stopped counting on him as a starter. Indeed, Raphinha has not started any of Barcelona's last 4 matches across all competitions, and he's yet to score or assist a goal in the Champions League. All this has led to concerns within the club's coaching staff over his form. Amidst this, Joan Fontes is now reporting that Barca themselves could be the reason behind Raphinha's recent dry run. As per the report, the Blaugrana had promised Raphinha during negotiations that that would play in the natural position on the right wing, but that has not been the case, as Xavi has often fielded him from the left or even asked him to switch flanks during matches. At the same time, the update claims that the Brazilian international does not entirely prefer to stick as wide out on the flank as he is asked to. Furthermore, he feels that he's reproached a lot when he takes a certain risk and it does not come off the pitch. All this has seemingly left Raphinha baffled. The report also highlights that Raphinha was a signing pushed forward by Deco, whereas Xavi has always bet on Ousmane Dembele as his main man out on the flanks. While there is no questioning the quality or the skills that Raphinha possesses, he is going through some teething issues at Barcelona. With results being up and down as we see, it is natural for some players to come under fire, but the fans will hope that the ex-Leeds ace turns things around at the earliest. Raphinha is currently going through a very hard time right now, at Barca. The Barca coaching staff, according to report, are not pleased with the player. His performances lately have not been good as expected. And now this report is claiming that Raphinha is baffled because when they were negotiating his transfer in the summer, Xavi did make it clear to him that he will normally play in his natural positions, his natural position, which is the right hand side. But Xavi have not done what he promised, and the player is baffled about that. Because sometimes when you see Xavi's tactics, he likes to play those wide wingers. Raphinha is not a wide winger. Raphinha cannot stay out wide. In Brazil, in Leeds, Raphinha have never played out wide. Because at some point, in some matches, you see sometimes when Raphinha start drifting inside, Xavi is not happy. Xavi will be shouting that, go back, stay wide. Because Raphinha he's not used to that. And that is why he's not bringing out the performance that we want. So the player does not feel that happy with his position at Barca, the playing position and everything. The playing style of Xavi does not really suit him. And he's naturally a right winger, but sometimes you see Xavi playing him by the left. He's not comfortable in that position, and you can see it clearly whenever they are playing. So that's how things are right now. He's not in the last 4 games. He has not started any. That says a lot that Xavi does not still count on him, except until he improves. So whether Xavi will understand the fact that Raphinha is not an outright striker or whatever, I don't know if Xavi will understand that, but definitely that's just the fact. Raphinha is not comfortable with the position. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.